Hello everybody, welcome to No Sevens Football Edition. You know how I always say Craps Edition? Well, now you hear the other side of Football Edition. I want to apologize to all of y'all. I've been really busy the past couple weeks dealing with Hurricane Marco, Hurricane Laura, and then now Hurricane Sally. It's when you live on the Gulf Coast and you have all these hurricanes during hurricane season, you got to pack everything, board up your house, pack up the craps table, make sure the craps table doesn't get flooded away. So I've been prepping for hurricanes for the past 3 weeks, and I have not had a chance to introduce to you the football season. So I am back. Going to do a quick football pick. This is a little bit rushed. I apologize. I will have it ready for you on Monday for the following weekend. So let's dive right into it. Last year I had a really good win percentage. I finished out the year at 79.4% win percentage for 2019 for the college football season. Really good, did really well. 2018 I was 68%, 67% win percentage, so that's a new record for me. Did really well. Baseball, I'm crushing it right now. I have 12 wins, 1 loss, and the only loss I did was I listened to somebody else and I bet at the casino, and that's how I got the 1 loss. If it wasn't for that, I would be up to 13 wins and 1 loss. But that's all subject to change. You know, it's gambling. Anything can happen at any given time. But let's dive right into it. This year is going to be really difficult. I'll be really happy if I can pull out a 50% win percentage, because your normal college football season is not a normal college football season this year. You got SEC starting late, you got ACC starting early, you got, I mean, all these different conferences. Pac-12 is not playing, you got the Big Ten talking about it, you got the Big 12. I mean, it is just all over the place. So we're going to play this as safely as we can. We're going to try to find the best matchups, because that's what we always try to do. If you remember last year, we try to find the best matchups and how we can exploit that into our favor. All right, so let's dive right into it. I got 3 football games and 1 baseball game, and I figured the Yankees, Red Sox, that's going to be my dark horse bet for the week, because I did dark horse picks last year. A lot of you guys enjoyed it. But let's dive right into it. If you guys saw the Tulane game last week, it was a very emotional game for Tulane. They were down in the 3rd quarter, 24-6. They rallied, came back, and won that game against South Alabama. A very, very hard-fought game. They have a guy on there on the defensive end. I think he's a linebacker or a strong safety. I can't remember what he is. His name is Cam Sample. He will be playing on Sundays. He was supposed to go to LSU, but he did not want to wait to play at LSU, so he went to Tulane, and he is the defense. I mean, you know, they always say there's 11 people on defense. He's a one-man wrecking ball. Whenever you have a chance, catch the Tulane game, watch Cam Sample. Really phenomenal player. He's going to be playing on Sunday, so you'll hear that name on Sunday as well. We're going to look at Navy. If you watch the Navy game, they got blown out by BYU. I could not believe I was watching this. The score, you guys ready for this, was 3-55 against BYU. I mean, I could not believe it when I saw it. I think Navy's going to come back. They're going to hammer Tulane pretty good. I like Tulane. Cam Sample is going to play a heck of a game against Navy. If they lose to Tulane, their season's over with. Their season's pretty much already over with at the beginning. But if they lose to Tulane, there is no more season after this. It's shut down and everything else. So I'm looking for Navy to come out guns blazing, play very aggressive at Tulane Stadium down in New Orleans. And they're plus 6.5 right now. That's what I took the bet at as of Tuesday. I know today is Friday. I apologize. But I took the bet at 6.5. So I'm going to go with Navy plus 6.5. Tulane, this is going to be a very, very close game. I think Tulane might pull out the win, but I'm looking for a 3-point difference in this game. So I'm going to take Navy plus 6.5. If it's right around 3 points right now, I would not take this game, because I think there's going to probably be a 3-point difference in the 4th quarter at the end of the game. All right, next one we are going to look at is Notre Dame versus South Florida. This is always another really good game. If you look at South Florida, they've been developing some really good teams over the past few years. They're a little bit of a sleeper team, but they have been a really good team as of late. Notre Dame is minus 25.5 points. I bought down the half a point down to minus 25. That was on Tuesday. Notre Dame has been doing really well. I say really well. They only played one game, and that was against Duke, and that score was 27-13. Duke gave them a pretty good fight, and I think South Florida is going to give them a pretty good fight, but I think Tulane is going to start picking up the pace because they got to get the style points that they're looking for to compete. You know, if there is a bowl season, Lord knows what's going to happen at the end of all these seasons. So I'm hoping that there's a bowl season, but anyway, that's what I'm projecting, that there's going to be a bowl season. There's going to be some kind of season after all this is over. So they are playing South Florida. If it's any higher, if you see South Florida plus 26, plus 27, I would jump on it. I really sat down, and this one can go either way. I really think South Florida can cover this minus. I think. Let me start that all over again. I think Notre Dame can cover this minus 25 points, but the way South Florida has been playing, they've been playing pretty well. I'm going to give you some stats about South Florida. They don't have any stats, so I'm not going to give you any stats because I think this is their first game. Let me look it up real quick and double check. Note they did play. They won 27-6 against Citadel. That's the reason why there is really no stats, because it's Citadel. You know, it's Sister Mary of the Poor that they played. So that's the reason why I took Notre Dame. So Notre Dame minus 25 points. I went down, bought down that point, half a point. I think they're really going to hammer on South Florida, and let's see how they do, because South Florida really struggled against Citadel. Next up is Wake Forest at North Carolina State. And if you remember, and I couldn't go back in time to look at this to make the bet properly, but if you remember last year, no, that was North Carolina. Oh my goodness, I made a mistake. This might be a mistake on me. No sevens might have made a mistake. That was North Carolina that I was thinking of, that barely beat Clemson last year. You know, that they lost to Clemson, but it was at the very end. You guys can send me the comments below, because I believe it was North Carolina that it was. It wasn't NC State. But anyway, NC State is playing Wake Forest. NC State's going to just dominate this game from start to finish. Wake Forest is just got destroyed against Clemson. I believe that's who they played. Yes, they played Clemson, and they lost 37-13. In fact, their 13 points really didn't even come to pretty much the end of the game when it was garbage time. And Clemson played a whole bunch of freshmen in that game. I don't know if you guys watched that game in the first week, but there was a lot of freshmen. You know, the first string played maybe the first quarter, if that, and then it started rotating in all the freshmen, and that's what you got to see. NC State, they went ahead, and this is their first game, so we have nothing to judge them by, but I think that they're going to be a very aggressive team. They've been building over the past few years. And so I think they're going to give Wake Forest a run for their money. This is going to be a very even game. In fact, if you look at this whole entire lineup this week, it's all very even matchups. There is not one that you can sit there and say, wow, this is going to be a dominant effort by this. This is going to be a dominant effort by that. This is all very closely related games. So we really don't have a lot of different easy picks as of right now. When the SEC gets started, we might have some more easy picks. You know, the Big 12, you know, whatever it is, who knows? It's completely different this year. All right, but I'm going to go ahead and take NC State. I bought them at minus 1 point. It's probably dead even right now. So that's who I'm going to go with. I think NC State's going to handle business. I think they're going to dominate from start to finish. That's who I'm going with. Next up is the Yankees tonight, Friday night. I picked them also on Tuesday, and it was Yankees +1 at the time, and they were playing the Blue Jays, and they just leveled the Blue Jays. I mean, I won both tickets, and I took the over, and I parlayed both of them, and man, I cleaned up really nice on the Yankees against the Blue Jays. So I'm glad that they did really well. This is going to be a really good rival. I believe we have, hold on one second, let me look it up to make sure I have the right pitcher tonight for you. I just want to make sure that for the Yankees, hold on one second, let me look it up. Because it's all about who's going to be the starting pitcher in these lineups. And I was looking at the pitcher tonight, and I was looking at the pitcher for tomorrow. And the pitcher tonight is, yes, Jordan Montgomery. He went ahead. He pitched really well on July 30th against the Red Sox. He had 9 strikeouts in that game. It was his best game he's ever had this season so far. He's a great pitcher. He has an ERA of 4.76. He has 32 strikeouts for the season. And he's 2-2 for the games. So, and all the offense is coming back for the Yankees. The pitcher for Boston is Martin Perez. He's a really good pitcher also, and he's evenly matched up. His ERA is 4.33. So this is going to be a very close game. I'm looking for the Yankees to pull this out by 3 points. So I went ahead and took the Yankees +1. They are playing at the Red Sox. So we shall see how it all goes. But that is my dark horse pick for this week. And then, like we did last year, I went ahead, I did a 2-leg parlay. So I took Navy and I took Notre Dame. So I took Navy plus 6.5, Notre Dame -25. And then I took NC State -1, Yankees +1. So that's a parlay for 2 on Navy, Notre Dame, a parlay for North Carolina State and Yankees. And then I did a 4-team parlay for Navy, Notre Dame, NC State, and Yankees to all win it together. And if all 4 win, I'll make quite a bit of profit. That's how I do my sports bets. Just let me know if there's anything you have comments on. I'm kind of rushing through this. I want to make sure I cover everything for you guys. Next, on Monday or Sunday night, I'm going to bring in a special guest. She's going to help me make some picks, and I'm going to try to get her to get in on some of the sports betting action and see how she does this season. I think you guys are really going to like her. She's really good with baseball. She knows more stats about baseball than a lot of guys combined. So really looking forward to introducing you to her. Be a special guest come either Sunday night or Monday whenever I can meet up with her. And we'll go from there. Good luck, guys, on your picks. And I will talk to you later. And hopefully everybody comes out a winner. And if you see a game you want me to look at for the upcoming week, just let me know what it is, and I'll put it on there. I had lots of requests last year, and you know, we'll see what we can do. We'll dissect the game and go from there. But thank you guys for tuning in. Lots of luck out there, and I will see you guys in a couple of days after this weekend. Bye.